and welcome to this edition of Desert Warrior. I'm your host, Major Diana Bagay. A new senior commander takes the reins of Fort Bliss and vows to continue a path to excellence. Fort Bliss welcomed its new senior commander, Major General Dana J.H. Petard, during a change of command ceremony.
You have my solemn promise that I will not rest until this installation is the premier post in our Army.
Outgoing Commander Major General Howard B. Bromberg was recognized for leading Fort Bliss during its transformation from a TRADOC-led installation and air defense center to one of the Army's largest FORSCOM-led operational posts.
There is truly no greater privilege or honor than to lead American soldiers. Commanding this historic post is a rare opportunity that comes with a full complement of challenges. General Howard Bromberg has met those challenges.
General Petard pledged to continue to lead the post and ensure the highest quality of life for soldiers and their families.
Fort Bliss will one day be the top choice of military families throughout our Army and nation.
A system designated to replicate an entry control point for live fire training hits Fort Bliss. Soldiers from 1st Engineer Battalion, 361st Regiment participated in the first live fire with the Entry Control Point Moving Target program during its acceptance testing. According to officials, soldiers who train at Fort Bliss will now use the system to hone their target acquisition skills when reacting to a threat that penetrates an entry control point.
And it allows the soldiers to train in a live fire environment, and it shows them really the difficulty of hitting a moving target with changing aspects.
Haddad said Tank Automotive and Armaments Command required the ECPMT to address conditions soldiers may experience in theater.
It's a realistic situation as they're coming into an ECP and they start taking fire. They're not going to come straight at you. They're going to zigzag, and on their approach they're going to move in irregular patterns, and it makes it harder to engage them.
Soldiers also said scenarios are both realistic and challenging.
Tommy's a really good kid. He's really helpful around the house. He loves to play with his friends. He loves school, too. He's real smart. My Tommy would never even think about trying alcohol. Isn't that right, sweetie?
Real kids are curious about alcohol. 40% tried by the 8th grade. Talk early, talk often, get others involved.
Welcome back. Specialist Dylan Townsell reports on how the National Training Center prepares soldiers to handle the release of detainees.
Most importantly, we are gathered here to celebrate progress.
The 3rd Armored Cavalry Regiment is practicing civil security missions at the National Training Center. One of those missions is the handling of detainees and their reintegration into the community. In the town center, a crowd gathers to watch as 2 detainee role players begin their new careers.
We train the detainees to be something when they leave the jail. So one of them, he will be working as a slaughterhouse in Medina Wasal, and the other, he's going to work as a taxi driver.
After the detainees received vocational certificates and were released, the Iraqi and U.S. leadership moved to the Medina Wasal courthouse to discuss other legal issues. The topics included handling of warrants, evidentiary procedures, and police training. According to the Security and Stabilization Transition Team, the exercise went well.
I've seen coordination today on all levels with the Iraqi Army, the Iraqi police, the civil leadership.
The 3rd ACR will use this training to provide support and capability to the Iraqi security forces starting this summer in Iraq. Specialist Dylan Townsell, 16th MPAD, National Training Center, Fort Irwin.
And that does it for this edition of Desert Warrior. Until next time, stay safe. I'm Major Diana Bagay. Thanks for watching.